Hey guys, welcome back to the High Homes YouTube channel and welcome back to another Meet the Team. We're here with Alvaro today.
Hi, Kian.
And in our efforts to show you guys, our audience, the real people behind the brand, we're going to be talking about Alvaro, Alvaro's story, Alvaro's life, Alvaro's career. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Alvaro, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Let's start with the most basic. Tell us a bit about Álvaro Navero. Where are you from? Tell us who are we talking to?
Okay. I'm Spanish. I'm local. I was born and raised in Malaga.
So, by the way, if you're from Malaga, you are a boquerón.
Boquerón, 100%, 100%. Malagueño boquerón.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have been living, however, in a few countries around the world.
Mm-hmm.
I did high school in the US, then I took some time between high school and university. I lived in Ireland, then I studied university between Spain, and then 1 year in Germany, 1 year in South Korea. However, I always had in mind after living abroad that the Costa del Sol was the place where I wanted to live and settle.
You travel the whole world?
Not
A
really.
lot.
Still a few places to go.
Yeah. Oh, I've got some questions for you in a moment. But tell us about, what did you study, Alvaro? What was it that you studied?
So I studied business and tourism and hospitality.
Perfect for real estate in Costa del Sol.
Absolutely. I wanted to get in the hotel industry, but then after university, I tried real estate and I loved it and I never looked back.
So Alvaro, I've known you for many years. Tell us about your real estate career. What made you jump into real estate? How was that?
Okay, I always loved architecture and hospitality and the Costa del Sol. So I tried it and it was like not selling property, but selling the Costa del Sol itself and the lifestyle we have here, which I think is incredible. So I really fell in love with it. It was a perfect match for me from the very beginning.
What is it that you do in High Homes? What's your role so the audience understands what Álvaro Navero does at High Homes?
Yes, so I'm a property specialist and my job is to help buyers match them with the best property option for them here on the coast.
Nice. What's the most rewarding part of your job as a property specialist at High Homes?
Yeah. The most rewarding part for me is getting to know people from all over the world, from different walks of life, and exchange experiences, cultures. Hopefully I can show them how the culture in Andalusia and in Malaga, Costa del Sol is, and of course to see their reaction when we have finally found the perfect match for them. That's really something I like.
So that's the good side of real estate, right?
Yep.
What's the negative? What's the hardships of real estate, of your role?
That's a good one. I would say the hardest part is to keep up with the volatility of the market. Let's say, stay informed about the best options available at a given point. And for example, last week I had a client. I identified a couple of units in a new development and we organized a viewing on Monday and we arrived there on Monday and these 2 units were gone. So you need to adapt quickly and find solutions quickly, and I think that's one of the hardest parts because you need to always be on top of things in order to offer the best options.
So stepping out of real estate, Alvaro, let's talk about your hobbies and things you like to do. What is it that Alvaro likes to do in beautiful Costa del Sol? In
the Costa del Sol, I think it offers everything that I like, which is living outdoors. We have beautiful mountains for hiking. We have the beach, walking along the promenade, enjoying nice food.
You know, I've been super excited to do this Meet the Team because there's one question which it could be a video of its own. One of the most fascinating things about Alvaro, which people might not know, is that you did a one-in-a-lifetime trip.
Yes.
And I think it's incredible. Can you share with the audience your life trip, that trip you did?
Yes, so after nearly 6 years of working in real estate, I decided to pursue a lifelong dream of mine, which is, well, you know, I like motorcycles a lot and adventures, so I decided to take my motorcycle and ride from here, from Marbella, to the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest in the Himalayas, and it took me almost 11 months. It was a great adventure.
That was you. How many countries did you cross?
22 countries, more than 35,000 kilometers.
That's incredible, huh? That's incredible. How long did it take you said? 11 months?
Almost 11 months.
11 months.
The motorcycle trip and then the hiking to Everest base camp took almost...
You went all the way to the base camp?
To the base camp, not to the summit.
Not to the summit.
That's too much.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
So you must, I mean, obviously, like you do such an experience, and then you start. How many years ago was that?
That was from June 2024 to May 2025.
And now, if you don't mind sharing with the audience, you have another live trip you have in mind, which you're going to do at some point, which you posted on Instagram recently, which I thought was incredible. At some point you will do it. Can you share what it is?
In many years.
Yeah, sure. What is it?
I would like to do from Ushuaia to Alaska.
You will overlay what that is, because I saw the visual. It's basically crossing the whole American continent. That's unbelievable.
Yes.
It's an amazing thing to have done. It's an amazing thing it's an amazing life goal to have. Let's come back to Costa del Sol. We'll leave the Himalayas for another video. What's your favorite thing about living on Costa del Sol?
The favorite thing here, well, I think it's the best place to live around the world.
Well, I mean, you've traveled
after seeing more than 50 countries. And is the weather. We have the best weather. Mm-hmm. We have the Spanish culture, the Andalusian culture. You know, people here are known for being easy, open, and, you know, smile a lot. And we have the mountain, as I said, we have the beach, we have amazing food. I think it's an amazing place to live.
So that's the positive, right? That's the good side of Costa del Sol. What's the most challenging or the worst side of living in Costa del Sol?
Well, that's a good one. You know, we are known for the siestas and for being a little bit relaxed.
Laid back.
Exactly. So that sometimes translates to other parts of life, like the bureaucracy or the official paperwork. So I always try to tell to my clients that, you know, you need to be patient sometimes, because it takes longer than in other countries. But apart from that, I would say it's really great.
So
here.
Enjoy the weather, but be patient.
Exactly. At least we get to live here, so that's great.
So Alvaro, you being from Malaga, right, and knowing the coast so well, what are your favorite locations?
Okay, that's a difficult one, because I think all the areas here on the Costa del Sol are beautiful. There is no bad area. But if I have to choose my favorite, it would be El Herrojo in La Quinta, in Benavis. I know it's a very specific one.
Super specific.
I like living a little bit high up in the hills, and I think this location offers the proximity to Puerto Banús, and then to access this area you have to go through Nueva Andalusia, which I think is really beautiful. And in La Quinta, the streets are so beautiful, so well taken care of, and here you find amazing apartments and villas with fantastic views. And at the same time, in the back of the area, you have the Sierra de las Nieves forest, with some other great areas like El Madroñal or La Zagaleta, which are beautiful. And yeah, I think this is my favorite area.
El Herrojo, I have to agree, it's a lovely location.
Yeah.
If you had to describe your life on this beautiful Costa del Sol with 3 words, which words would you pick and why?
Okay. 3 words. I would say work, life, balance.
Perfect. And why?
Because I think that the Costa del Sol is, it offers everything for a great quality of life. Work because it has a great economy, an economy which is growing. You know, a lot of companies are moving here, high-tech companies like Google, Oracle, new startups, etc. So this area is growing more. It offers a lot of opportunities, and also because when you finish work, you get to go to the beautiful beach, you know, or to Marbella town, or Mijas town, or Malaga, with the great weather, beautiful streets, and life, because of the high quality of life, again, the weather, the great food, great culture, and at the end, this translates into a great balance in life, I think that.
Perfect. So it's time for Quickfire. You know what Quickfire is?
Yes, I heard something.
So we've put together a series of words, options, right? So I'm going to quickfire them at you, and you need to choose one or the other, and these are the options, obviously, that Álvaro Navero would choose. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do it quick. So first of all, tapas or paella?
Tapas.
Gazpacho or salmorejo?
Salmorejo, because my family is from Córdoba, so I love salmorejo.
Siesta or fiesta?
Siesta.
Marbella or Mijas?
Oof, tough one.
That's a tough one.
Mijas.
Mijas. Tortilla, con cebolla or sin cebolla?
Con cebolla.
Oh, that's a good one. Cold beer or wine?
Very cold beer.
Nice. Jamón ibérico or manchego cheese?
Jamón ibérico.
Beachfront apartment or villa in the countryside?
Villa in the countryside.
And the most difficult question. If you had to choose one Spanish dish, and that's the only dish you can have for the rest of your life, what Spanish dish would you choose?
Espeto de sardinas.
Toma ya! Nice, man. Good. Álvaro, it's so great to have had you on the Meet the Team. We are so proud to call you a High Homes rockstar.
I'm happy to be here.
You take care of our clients so well. Your attention to detail, you're client obsessed, and always making sure that our clients win. So it's a pleasure to have you on the team. And that's really a wrap. Message to you guys watching this video. We hope you liked the content. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions for Álvaro, you can go ahead and comment those below, and we'll make sure to get back to you. And like always, if you want to stay posted with videos just like these and stay engaged with the High Homes brand, click that button, subscribe to the High Homes YouTube channel. And until the next time, guys, hasta luego.
Hasta luego.